Ask Jay, episode 20, and we're rolling. And so, behind the camera is no one. In front of the camera is me, Jay Morrison. And I'll be working the camera today and asking the questions and multitasking and doing what I do, which is getting stuff done. So, as always, for those of you who aren't familiar, if you haven't seen the first 19 episodes of Ask Jay, yes, again, we're on episode 20. I'm proud of that. And 21 will be coming out today as well. I'm a day behind again. So last night, I went to the Justice Ball. So I was traveling all day yesterday, leaving Baltimore, running through Jersey, and going to New York to the Justice Ball, where they were honoring Harry Belafonte, the great Harry Belafonte, who's about to be 90 years old, for all of his social activism, social work, community leadership, civil rights activism, and supporting our ability to be in a position that we're in. And at the Justice Ball last night, great people were there. Roland Martin, Tamika Mallory, I forgot the actor's name, but who played Bump in The Wire. He was there, he spoke. But they talked about sacrifice. So my Ask Jay motivational message of the day is going to be on sacrifice. But before I even get to that, I want to say, we truly do, I do too, I'll raise my hand, we take advantage of, as black people today, we take advantage of the situation that we're in right now. Like, one gentleman was talking, one king was talking about how, when he was young, he was with his grandfather, and they went to the movies, and somebody said to his grandfather, "Hey boy," this is a man half his a young adult half his grandfather's age, said, "Hey boy, you guys can't, you guys gotta sit in the balcony in the movie theater." Like, you imagine that, imagine today, 2015, that black people had to sit in the balcony in the movie theaters, and that any white person could call a grown black person boy or girl. Imagine that. Like, we take so much for granted, the amount of respect and dignity that we've won by the sacrifice, bloodshed, jobs lost, careers lost of other people. And yet we look at things like, that's gonna be my post for today on Instagram when I get off of this Ask Jay video, is boycotting Black Friday and boycotting Christmas. That's not a sacrifice. To save your money and keep it in your pocket for your family is not a sacrifice. So for us to make a statement as a people that we're fed up with the Eric Garners and Freddie Grays and Michael Browns and Walter Scotts and Sandra Bland's and Oscar Grant's and Tamir Rice's and Alpha Wrights and on and on and on, all these injustices that we've seen in the last year, 2 years. The young queen down who just got flipped over her chair by the police officer in South Carolina, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Mass incarceration, unequal school systems. I'm not going down the line, right, with injustices and inequalities. But so for us to make a statement like the Missouri football team did yesterday, where they, over the last week, where they were refusing to play football, right? That's not a sacrifice. I'm gonna refuse to play a game to make a point for our equal rights. I'm gonna refuse to buy things to make a point for our equal rights. That's a blessing. It's not a sacrifice. The real sacrifice that our elders and our forefathers and foremothers went through, and the white folks and Hispanic folks and everyone else that stood by their side also to make this happen for us, right? So it was a collective effort of like-minded and like-hearted individuals who seen that the inequality and the human rights of black people in America were being violated and still are being violated, and wanted to make a difference. So for us to come together to say something like, "Oh, we're going to boycott Christmas and boycott Black Friday," that is a pleasure. That is not a sacrifice. That is your duty. If your kids will be all right. Your kids will live the next day. Your bank account will be fine. Your Christmas tree will be, you don't even need a Christmas tree, because Christmas ain't about a tree. Christmas is a mass for Christ. So my thing is, I'm happy and willing to take action, and I understand the sacrifice. I know especially from those of us that are really talented and have careers and have brands, your brand and career may take a hit, and probably will take a hit, for you standing up for justice and standing up for equal rights for black people, or in America, right? It's facts. But that is such a small thing when you look at Dr. King. I don't know. I don't want to go into a whole Ask Jay civil rights thing, but it's just the fact that people's families, their lives, their careers have been lost so that we can have these privileges. So we don't got to ride in the back of the bus. So we can go buy a car that we want. We can go listen to the music. We go make the music we want. All these things that we do are because of the sacrifice of others and their families. And that's something Harry Belafonte spoke about yesterday, was how his family, his daughters, sacrificed with him being so active in the movement. And I know my daughters, I could be a way better. I think I'm a great father, a pretty good father, but excuse me, I could be a way better father if I weren't so active in trying to solve the issues within our community. That's a sacrifice that myself and my family have to make for the betterment of our people, because I have to lend my talents and my capabilities to our cause, which is justice for our people. My people, the people that look like me, this beautiful brown skin and black skin, purple skin, light brown skin, yellow skin, whatever tone, but my people are still facing major injustices, major police targeting, biased policies, biased lobbying to make those policies, biased sentencing. Right? I'm in these ghettos. I'm in these streets. I say, if you think it's equal out here, it's because your ass is on a high horse somewhere in the hills and you ain't come down to the hood. Go in the ghetto. Go take a tour of Baltimore. Go take a tour of Newark, of Patterson, of Camden, New Jersey, of Brooklyn, of Bronx. Go take that tour, and you're gonna be like, "Oh snap! It ain't right out here. This ain't fair." Go walk in their schools with the metal detectors, and half the teachers that don't care, and students that can't read reading at a 5th grade, 6th grade level in high school, as seniors in high school. So anyway, my whole point is that we gotta be about it, man, and committed to this fight, and it's a long fight. And so anyway, that's just my little motivational message for the day. It is community related. I'm all in, so I don't know what else I want from me. It's like I'm about that life, and I'm happy to be about that life, man. Malcolm, Martin, Marcus, Rosa, so many others, man. Just we gotta fight that good fight. Anyway, Ask Jay, episode 20. All right, so now that I got y'all teary eyed and fired up,